Natalie Norrie. Welcome to the Penalty Box. This is 5 Minute Major with Hockey East Commissioner Steve Metcalf, where we'll be breaking down current news in Hockey East in 5 minutes. The timer starts now. Let's head in. Welcome into the first episode of 5 Minute Major. I'm joined by Commissioner Steve Metcalf. Steve, thanks for coming on today. I'm excited to get this going.
Yeah, great to see you, Natalie. Great to be with you and talk a little bit about the league.
Absolutely. So it was a big weekend and first few days of Hockey East kicking off 2021. You had a triple header of games on Nesson New Year's Day, and then the World Juniors just wrapped up with contributions from current and former Hockey East players. Bring us up to speed with how everything went.
Yeah, we had a great start to the new year. Any weekend when you play the vast majority of the games that you want to play that weekend is a good weekend, and that was the case. Last weekend, we ended up shifting a couple of games a day later than we planned, but we played all the games that we wanted to going into the weekend. As you mentioned, January 1st, no Winter Classic this year, no NHL, obviously, so there was a great opportunity there for us, and we did a great triple header on Nesson, who's been a great partner with us, and we did a 1 o'clock, a 4 o'clock, and a 7 o'clock game. And, we expect great ratings and obviously great exposure for hockey. So that was great, something we'd never done before. And then, as you mentioned, World Juniors last night. So USA wins the gold, which is obviously, exciting in its own right, but lots of Hockey East players contributing there. And, of course, the head coach of the U.S. team, Nate Lehman, who now goes back to his regular day job, if you will, as the head coach of the Providence College men's hockey team.
Great to see Hockey East represented that way. Getting back to that triple header, I'm sure the scheduling was tough with that and with everything else to begin with. So how has scheduling been for you so far?
Well, scheduling has certainly been, one of the biggest challenges. I guess, testing is also, one of those challenges that everyone's working through, and availability of teams. But scheduling always a big challenge. We've gone to a model where we're doing a couple of weeks worth of schedule, a couple of weeks ahead worth of schedule, and trying to find the best matchups to get everyone the most games we can. Everyone wants to play games. And so our job is, it's kind of like, matchmakers, and sometimes it's a speed dating situation. We have, starting today, this afternoon, we have our first game of the so-called week. So we have 21 games scheduled, but I guess coming shortly, there's going to be an announcement that two games this weekend, one series will not get played, a COVID-related situation, but we managed to find one of the teams another game on the back end of the weekend. Looks like it's going to be on Tuesday. And so that's just happened over the last couple of hours, and I guess that's how fluid the scheduling is. But, we think we've been pretty successful in getting everyone as many games as possible when they're available to play and safe and healthy, obviously. But just trying to get the kids and the coaches, games every weekend, and starting next week, I think you'll see some midweek games kind of trickle into the schedule a little bit.
Now, have you been able to attend any games so far this season?
Yes, that's been actually one of the real highlights and joys that I think everyone in the office has got to experience a little bit. Even starting with the first weekend, I've tried to go to at least one or two games each weekend, and certainly when one of our teams, either on the men's or women's side, plays their first game, I've tried, if possible, to go to that game. There's nothing like the joy and excitement of a team taking the ice for their first game of the season, and it's the same with the coaches, and just feels like for so many people at the institutional level and in Hockey East in the office, so much work has gone into making this season happen this year, and to see the results and to see the kids out there playing, it's a real highlight. One of the first games I went and saw, I talked to one of the coaches before the game, and he said to me that they used heart rate monitors, and he said during warmups the heart rates were higher than they usually were, and it was like a game situation just in warmups. And he goes, it was just the pure excitement and the adrenaline of the kids, getting to play a hockey game. And so going to some of the games has been super exciting. It's obviously been very different because there's not many people there. So sometimes you're visiting with one of the administrators from the host school, and you're sitting there talking, and you can hear the everything happening in the game right in front of you because there's just no fans or no background noise.
The heart rate monitors is actually pretty cool. That's
Yeah. Yeah.
But looking ahead to another big weekend, you mentioned 21 games through the weekend, 19 just through the weekend alone. I think 10 women's and 9 men's games. Boston University men's team makes its first appearance this season in a home-and-home series with Providence. So what lies ahead this weekend and for them, Steve?
Well, yeah, we're super excited to have Boston University start playing this weekend. Obviously, an iconic hockey program. And they're the only Hockey's team that has not yet played. So yeah, we're very excited. I know they're very excited to get started this weekend. And obviously they'll be trying to play as many games as possible now they're up and running. And we're excited to have them get their season underway. Yeah, we've got a lot of games this weekend. So knock on wood. I'm knocking on wood right now that they all go off as planned. But this is going to be a great weekend because we just have so many teams playing, and then like we said, one team playing for the first time is always exciting as well.
Absolutely. Well, we are out of time for today. Thank you so much, Commissioner, for coming on. I'm excited to watch all the games this weekend and excited for our next episode.
Yeah, thanks very much, Natalie. Take care.
You too.